Hello guys, and possibly some gals that like to ride. This is Terry, and I'm going to talk to you about the VN 2000 oil spitting thing. You know, the old ride down the highway and all of a sudden get the surprise golden shower out of the air cleaner. Well, anyways, that's not fun. Did some research, found out what happens actually inside the engine that causes this. It's not something that we could fix. Kawasaki actually should do a recall on it to fix the oil flow problems that they've gotten in several of their engines. But anyways, they're not going to do that, so we need to come up with a way to fix it ourselves. So what I did is I went online and I got what's called a universal oil separator. And you look underneath the air cleaner right there, you see a little black thing sticking out right there? Okay, right there it is. Now this is a 2-port. And what I did is I took the original line that ran from the crankcase, or actually from the head, actually from the top, over and comes in and goes to the air filter that gives us the golden shower bath. I took and cut that off and put it into this 3/8 by 3/8 right angle. And then on the other side, I went to my local parts store, AutoZone, and I got some of the same type of tubing. It's a 3/8 inch soft tubing. I came out of another 3/8 by 3/8 quarter, our elbow, went up and over, down and around, and back into the bottom, back here, where it goes back into the air cleaner originally. So the vent flow is the same. It still happens, still takes place just like it's supposed to. But if any oil gets in it, then it gets trapped in this filter here, or this canister, and it comes down to the bottom. The bottom is where I put in a 3/8 by quarter straight, and then into a piece of 1/4 inch automatic transmission fluid, or automatic transmission oil line. Anyways, I don't edit my videos, so all these mistakes will be there. Anyways, that line comes down and across, goes around, and goes right behind the cover here, and then goes in right there to a hole that I made in the top of the side cover. Now it's about half an inch from where that sticker is, and about the same from where this bolt is. The reason why is there's a thicker part inside and underneath on the inside there and here, 2 ribs, and you'll just go between them. You can stick your finger inside of here and reach back around through the dipstick hole and see where it is that I'm talking about. But what I did is I took a piece of 1/2 inch hose and I taped it into my shop vac. And I cut a V in it, so it's kind of like that. I held it up like this, took the side cover off, and I first drilled an 1/8 inch hole in through there. Then I stepped it up, and I stepped it up, and I stepped it up, and I slowly stepped it up until this tube could fit, but I mean it's tight. And I cut it at an angle, like a 45-degree angle on the hose, and got it started. Then I had to take pliers on it, and I actually had to set with pliers and work and work and work to get that thing down in there. And it's down in there about yay far. But what that does is let any oil that does get spit out of that line get caught into the oil separator, come back down, and drop back down into the crank where it belongs rather than on us. Now, the bracket that I made looks like this, okay? And the reason why it's in 64ths is because I used to be a pipeline fabricator too, and I've always managed to keep the tapes around that are graduated in 64ths. But anyways, it's 5.5 inches wide, what the bracket is, and 2 inches tall. And then I cut it down and kind of shaped it like that, and I did that to go into those 2 holes that we have located on the head that I was just showing you. Okay, those are open. Those 2 holes are M6 by 1 by 20. So it's a 1 by 20 thread pitch on an M6 bolt. They look like that right there. You see that? I got 2 of them right there. So anyways, I did the 15/64 up on each side. That's just where it happened to work out, and did 11/64 down from the top, but it doesn't really matter on that. And I'm not necessarily sure that the 13/64 up here is going to matter for you, because it's going to depend on the oil separator that you get. But anyways, this bracket will look something similar to that right there. 5.5 by 2 inches tall. I tapered it that way so it just fits right up in there. You can see that taper going up on that side, and you can see the taper quickly going up to that side to mount to this oil separator. But once I did this, guys, the problems were over. I mean, it does still spit it, and occasionally if I'm running pretty high RPMs down the highway, instead of giving me the oil bath, the oil light will come on, indicating that I've got my heads full and the crank is basically empty. Just reach over, pull the clutch in, shut off the key, turn the key back on, start it back up, let out the clutch, and just keep going. Because it's not out of oil. You didn't lose any oil. It's just it sucked too much up. You'll have to slow down a little bit. But 75 mile an hour is actually plenty fast on bikes anyways. So it usually happens when you hit 80, 85. That's usually when it happens to me. But I hope this will solve you guys' problems, and you can enjoy your rides, because I've owned them all. I've had about every brand of bike, and the Kawasaki Vulcan, this beast has impressed me, and I don't think there'll be another one for me. So thanks for watching. Hope this helps you guys. Bye.